Caitlin Clark and
I'm a fan.
Angel Reese, right?
Yeah.
They're going back and
I'm a
forth.
fan of both.
And Jamil Hill says by the time Angel Reese is done, she's going to be the Michael Jordan of WNBA.
She said about Angel Reese?
She said Angel Reese, by the time she retires, can you pull up this quote? She said, by the time she retires, she will be the MJ.
Angel Reese once called herself the Michael Jordan of the WNBA. But after her latest collapse on the court, Stephen A. Smith has a very different opinion. In fact, he destroyed that comparison in front of the entire basketball world, and trust me, you'll want to hear every word. Because when you stack Angel Reese next to Caitlin Clark, the difference isn't just wide, it's embarrassing.
It's not about black and white. It's about that white player and that black player. Why? Because of the history that they had before they came to the WNBA. You see, it was all instigated. If Angel Reese was never in Caitlin Clark's face, taunting her the way that she did when they mimicking what Caitlin Clark was doing to numerous opponents en route to the Final Four. And then Angel Reese and LSU bust their living, you know what, at that particular moment in time. And Angel Reese was in her face chirping at her the way that she did. It would have never gotten to this point.
It all started when analysts claimed Angel Reese could end her career as the Michael Jordan of the WNBA. But while MJ dominated both ends of the floor, Angel's stat line looked like a role player gone missing. 4 points in a blowout loss. 4 points. And that's when Stephen A. Smith stepped in.
First of all, it's not a rivalry. Not when you lose about 35 points on opening.
That's true.
It's not rivalry. Indiana Fever's on a different level than the Chicago Sky. Let's get that out the way. Secondly, as much as we love Angel Reese because she is special, she's not Caitlin Clark as a player. Caitlin Clark is on a different level. We just have to own it.
Stephen A. didn't just call her out, he ripped apart the entire idea that Reese belongs in the same breath as Caitlin Clark, let alone Michael Jordan. And the numbers back him up.
Fans were excited to see Caitlin Clark and Indiana Fever take on Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky. The game was a blowout as the Fever beat down Chicago 93-58, with Clark's triple-double leading the way. But the biggest headline coming out of the game on Saturday is the investigation the WNBA is conducting into allegations of hateful fan comments directed at Angel Reese. It happened after this play when Clark slapped at the ball after Reese grabbed an offensive rebound.
While Angel Reese was busy bricking shots, Caitlin Clark was rewriting history. Even while battling injuries, she still showed up for her teammates, leading Indiana to national headlines, sellout crowds, and highlight reels night after night.
Angel Reese, part 38, let's get it!
Life throws her lemons. She makes bricks.
Bang!
PSA to anyone watching, she is right-handed. Right-handed, by the way. She missed the rim by 3 feet, man.
Bang!
I gotta say, this is my favorite summer sitcom. Pecan? Butter pecan?
Bang!
Here's a stat. She's been blocked 20 times, and she's only made 21 hoops.
What? Bang!
Meanwhile, Angel Reese's season has turned into a cautionary tale. Sure, she can rebound, but rebounds don't make you a franchise player. And when you're calling yourself the Michael Jordan of the WNBA, while averaging 4 points in marquee games, fans aren't buying it.
Because I was calling it from day one. You got people that are resentful towards her. But it's really not about her, guys. It's about what she represents. Before she ever came along, there were a lot of outstanding basketball players who happened to be black females that was doing their thing on the WNBA level. And they never got this kind of shit.
The whispers are growing louder. Angel Reese peaked in college, and now she's closer to being a reality star than a basketball legend.
Elaborate a little bit more on that in just a second, but before I do that, I want to ask you your thoughts about apparently some racial animus that was thrown in the direction of Angel Reese. The Chicago Sky have gotten involved, talking about they're going to protect their players at all costs. The WNBA has issued a statement saying it abhors and discourages hate of any kind, etc., etc. Your thoughts about it? Here's the WNBA statement. The WNBA strongly condemns racism, hate, and discrimination in all forms. They have no place in our league or in society. We are aware of the allegations and are looking into the matter. Your thoughts about that element of all of this, where you believe it emanates from, and do you think it will ever subside?
The backlash hasn't stopped at box scores. The WNBA is even investigating hateful fan comments aimed at Reese. But here's the hard truth. Fans don't attack players who dominate. They attack when expectations and reality don't line up.
Oh, man. The latter part of that, Stephen A., is quite the thing to think on. I think when you go back to the impetus of the rivalry that we have between Caitlyn and Angel Reese, I remember funny clips on the internet.
Another diabolical stat. She's 19 of 59 from less than 5 feet away. How about that, man? Bang! She should work in housekeeping for hotels because she could turn it over quickly. Lost by 27, scored only 4 points against the Indiana Fever. I mentioned no Caitlin Clark, no problem, give and go. Like a given no shot of working. Bang!
You prefer car or plane?
Car or plane for what? For how you want to travel! That's too many steps and you can't do that. Bang!
Stephen A. closed his rant with the one truth Angel Reese didn't want to hear. She's not Caitlin Clark. She's not Michael Jordan. Right now, she's not even close.
I have yet to see a single example of Angel Reese being a leader outside of rebounding her own missed layups. What does Angel Reese do? What is her contribution? You tell me, because I'm not seeing it. I know I'm harsh on Angel Reese, but she considers herself a star. If you're going to call yourself a star, I expect you to perform like a star, especially in big moments. Caitlin Clark was injured. Angel Reese was the only star on the court last night. And for 27 minutes, she completely disappeared.
One player is redefining the WNBA with professionalism, leadership, and results. The other is struggling to prove she belongs. So let's ask the question, is Angel Reese really the future of Chicago? Or is Stephen A. right? She's no Caitlin Clark and never will be?
Caitlin Clark's or Angel Reese's popularity in large part is attributed to her behavior towards Caitlin Clark, because when Caitlin Clark was busy taunting opponents a couple years back before LSU smacked Iowa around in the national championship game or so, it was Angel Reese that was clapping back at Caitlin Clark once it was Caitlin Clark's turn to have her come uppance. And that's what made Angel Reese famous. Now, Angel Reese experienced vitriol thereafter. It was tough for her to deal with, as she articulated.
Angel Reese once compared herself to Michael Jordan. But after her latest meltdown, Stephen A. Smith had one word: stop. He destroyed that comparison in front of millions, and when you put Reese side by side with Caitlin Clark, the gap isn't just wide, it's embarrassing. Tonight, we break down why Reese's MJ fantasy has collapsed and why Stephen A. believes Clark is already the real face of the league.
Well, there's a lot of reaction coming in from last night's drubbing, destruction, annihilation, cremation, whatever you want to call it, roasting, sauteed, whatever your form of cooking may be. But the Indiana Fever absolutely dismantled the Chicago Sky.
It started with one outrageous claim. Analysts hyped Reese as the Michael Jordan of the WNBA. But the problem? Jordan won titles. Jordan dominated. Angel Reese put up 4 points in a blowout loss. That's when Stephen A. stepped in.
There's only women that get this. I'm tired of it. Like, here's my thing, you guys. What else? Who are these girls? Who are these girls that are hating on Caitlin Clark? Are you just combing through Twitter? What else are these women supposed to do? Fawn over her? Fangirl over her? Bend the fucking knee? Kiss the ring? Like, what do you want from them? We cannot, every time the girl plays a game. She got 40 games, guys. She got 35 more games. We are not every single game gonna revisit and retread this same tired ass rhetoric that all these girls are hating on her, and they need to be thankful they have been.
Stephen A. didn't hold back. He called the comparison an insult to Jordan, to Clark, and to every WNBA star carrying their team. And the numbers? They backed him up.
What an outfit Angel Reese was rocking. She put a lot of time
a lot of effort into making sure her ensemble was on point. Are my boots matching my jacket? Are my gloves matching my hat? Angel Reese put in tons of time for this outfit, which begs the question, does Angel Reese put in more time in her outfits for the pre-game catwalk, or does she put in more time to actually get better at the game?
Here's the wild part. Even when Caitlin Clark was sidelined with injury, she was still the biggest presence in the WNBA. From the bench, she stole the spotlight while Angel Reese looked lost on the court. That's not just star power, that's inevitability. Rebounds? She can grab them. But when it comes to scoring, Reese has vanished. 4-point games, turnovers, fouls. Even worse whispers from inside the Sky front office. Maybe she's not a franchise cornerstone. Maybe she's just a rebound machine. Fans have even started asking the uncomfortable question, does Reese put more time into her pregame outfits than her actual game? Because while she's dominating fashion blogs, she's not dominating the box score. Fans were promised a rivalry. Clark versus Reese. Iowa versus LSU reborn in the pros. But what did they get? Clark dropping triple-doubles, even on bad ankles. Reese putting up bloopers that make highlight reels for the wrong reasons. And Stephen A. delivered the knockout line, the one that echoed across social media. So here's the truth. Angel Reese called herself the Michael Jordan of the WNBA. But the reality? She's closer to being a cautionary tale. Caitlin Clark, meanwhile, isn't just winning games. She's winning the future. Stephen A. Smith said it best, Reese is no Caitlin Clark. And right now, she's not even close.